Hey, Sophia, I'm wondering sorry, can you hear me? It says I'm muted.
Yeah.
The, okay, sorry. The new group of players, I mean, maybe not the best term, but just kind of what's it been like in terms of, getting I guess you're almost a week into camp of just kind of chemistry clicking. I mean, you know each other and you've been in these environments together, but is there more of an opportunity and these are, kind of rare? How have you been kind of treating these camps to familiarize with how each other plays?
Yeah, it's been great. I think this is a really fun group of players. I think there's, groups of players that do have chemistry and some of us who are still trying to build chemistry. So I think it's a good combination and it's fun to get to know each other on and off the field and just continue to grow as a team and just build those relationships. So when we get on the field, it's a good connection and we can just continue to create things.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Jonathan Tannewald. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Thanks. Thanks, Sophia, for the time. And I missed the first half of Jeff's question. I'm sorry, I did step away for a moment. But as you've watched Kat tear it up at Lyon lately, I know how well you two know each other. How enjoyable has that been for you, watching her do what she's doing on that stage?
Yeah, I mean it's great. Everyone knows Kat is an amazing player, so it's fun to see her get the recognition that she deserves and constantly scoring goals and being dangerous is something that we always want to see, the forwards on the national team doing. So it's been great to see Kat just thriving over there and helping that team and I think it's a great place for her and I'm really happy for Kat.
Thanks.
Thanks, JT. If you have a question for Soph, please raise your hand. We'll go to Julie Foudy. Go ahead, Jules.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Um, Listening to Lindsay talk about that transition of realizing that she is one of the older, veteran types on the team. Although you don't have the 100 caps or obviously the age of Lens, you probably are going through a similar transition, I imagine. And what's the mindset of that? Realizing that, wow, this is something I can really make an impact on in this team, both on the field and in a leadership way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy to even think that way because I still feel like one of the newest players on this team. And I think with a new and young group, it is, an opportunity for me to kind of use the small amount of experience that I have to help those around me. But at the same time, we still have players that do have hundreds of caps and have the experience of World Cups and Olympics. And I think just finding that balance of helping those around me, but at the same time learning from those around me because I feel like we have a really good mix of people. And it's just everyone using the experience that they have to help each other. And I think that's just what I'm trying to do.
Hi, if I could follow real quick.
Of course.
With that amount, I mean, it took many years for myself, for example, to get comfortable with being on the national team. And I know that can take a long time. You have seemed to step into that seamlessly. Um, in in terms of confidence and where your game's at and how you're doing, obviously professionally and crushing it there. When you walk onto the field, what is the mindset in terms of where you're at? Because it feels like there's a confidence there already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely feel confident in where I am in my career. I do, I'm always realizing that I have so much more I want to do. But at the same time, being really happy with where I am and how much I've grown so far. I mean, like I said, I still don't feel like I have that much experience, but I think having confidence can help someone so much. And I think just controlling what I can control and my mindset is something that I can control. So I just try to approach every day with the mindset of I want to learn and I want to grow. And at the same time, I'm really proud of where I am and confident in who I am and what I can bring to this team.
Awesome. Thanks. So,
Thanks, Jules. Soph be working on her 14th cap next game, hopefully. But she did play in 2 Youth World Cups, so don't forget
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, let's go to Alex Ozzie. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Sophia, thanks so much. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to cough as soon as I get unmuted. Curious if you could talk at all about your former Stanford teammate, Naomie Girma. I think you guys have been in a couple of senior national team camps together at this point, but just curious what it's like to be together again at this level, and then also seeing her professional debut this year.
Yeah, I mean, Naomi's my best friend. She's been my best friend for a long time now. We went to a lot of youth camps together, and so to now be in with the full team together is just really awesome, and I am just so excited for everything that Naomie does anytime she does well, except when it's against the Thorns. I'm so proud of her and excited for her. So it's so fun to have your best friend in camp with you. You're never bored, and you always have things to talk about. So it's just been really fun, and I know that she has such a bright future ahead of her. She's one of the best center backs that I've ever played with, so I know that she's going to continue to do great things and play a huge role on this team. So I'm excited for her. I think this is a great opportunity, and I can't wait to keep just watching her get better and better.
Just one follow-up on that, if I can. I'm curious, knowing her for as long as you have, just how have you seen her game develop in recent years? Or as her best friend, is it hard to even pay attention to that?
No, she's always getting better, and just when you think she can't get any better, she does. So I think the thing about Naomie that's just amazing is her just like calmness on the ball at center back. She's just chill back there, but she's always making the right decision, finding the best pass, and she's confident on the ball, and I think that's what you want in a center back. You want a center back who's confident on the ball, who can make whatever pass they need to make, and who can stop dangerous forwards, and that's exactly what she does and has always done. I think she's just constantly getting better at doing things that she's already good at doing.
You all good, Alex?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Soph. Well said. If you have a question for Soph, please raise your virtual hand. Otherwise, this will be the last one, and it goes to Jason Anderson. Go ahead, Jason.
Thanks, Aaron. Hi, Sophia. Thanks for speaking with us today. I wanted to ask, Aaron just mentioned you're on 13 caps, about to probably in this window have 14, 15. I was wondering, over that period of time, there's been a fair deal of change within the national team. The rosters are looking different lately. What have you seen in terms of this current group that is maybe a little different from the past, whether that's on the field or off the field?
I think with every new group, a lot of things change. It's obviously it's different people, so it's a different vibe. I think the biggest thing is obviously this is a really, really young roster with, not a lot of experience, but I think with that comes a lot of excitement and just eagerness for every opportunity that we have to be able to play this game. So I would say just it's like a fresh energy of people who just can't wait to get out there and play, and who know that they have to do everything they can to, get the opportunity to step on the field and to represent this country. So, I think obviously it's a different group, but the mindset, the mentality, all of that has stayed the same. The people that, came before us set that tone and, held the standard, and it's just our job to keep that standard and push it higher, and just continue to represent this team in the best way that we can.